Imagine a group of people who share the unique memory of dialing a physical rotary phone and the excitement of unboxing the first smartphone. Psychologists often struggle to categorize this cohort because they don't quite fit the typical mold. Birth year falls between 1976 and 1985, you likely feel like a stranger. Both the Gen X and Millennial camps, despite the world's constant attempts to label you. Since about 2014, researchers have identified this specific sliver of the population as Xennials. Here at Quiet Pressure Sketchbook, we find this micro-generation fascinating because of their upbringing. Today, we're diving into the internal world of those who bridge the gap between two eras. Your early years were defined by an entirely analog existence. Boredom wasn't a problem to be solved with a screen, it was a space you simply occupied. You had a mental Rolodex of phone numbers, and if you weren't home, moments were lost. But then, as you crossed the threshold into adulthood, the world flipped a digital switch. It wasn't a slow fade, it was a total transformation. Because this happened while you were still forming your identity, the impact remains profound. Xennials navigated the most volatile shift in human history right as they were figuring out who they were. Think about how this influenced your social DNA. Teenage years were built on handwritten notes and conversations. When you made plans, you committed because texting wasn't an option. You showed up on faith, fostering rare interpersonal trust. By your early 20s, you were early adopters of Friendster and MySpace. You moved from three-ways to reach someone to infinite pings. This adaptability is rooted in biology and the prefrontal cortex. Xennials were in a peak state of mental flexibility. During the shift, you speak the digital language fluently, but remember the silence before. Generations view technology with suspicion, younger ones need data. You possess a rare kind of cognitive bilingualism. You can engage in focused conversation without checking a screen. You understand the profound peace of being truly unreachable. Your most cringeworthy moments aren't indexed on a server. Memories exist as stories, allowing personal history to remain fluid. Permanent digital documentation disrupts the natural process of softening memories. However, your journey hasn't been without its scars. Many in this age bracket entered the workforce during the 2008 collapse. Financial instability during foundational years leaves a lasting psychological mark, changes how you perceive risk, creating a persistent what if. You are a generation defined by your ability to pivot through change. Yet you carry the weight of being economically blindsided. The typical cultural narrative tries to spark a war between generations. Those born in this transition period don't fit the script. You grew up with the rugged independence of a latchkey kid, solving problems without a GPS or a hovering parent. Yet you became the architects of the modern connected world. It's a strange paradox. Are skeptical yet hopeful. You see exactly what was gained in the digital revolution, but you also know what we sacrificed: the patience of waiting, the clarity of being alone with your own thoughts. Ultimately, being a Xennial means existing in the in-between. You might feel too seasoned for some trends and too modern for others. That isn't a flaw, it's your greatest strength. Having survived one total world transition, you've mastered living in flux. You represent a specific moment in time that taught you how to evolve. If this look into the Xennial mind hit home, please subscribe. To help support the deep dives, please consider becoming a member. I have more explorations lined up that will resonate with you. I'll see you in the next video.